Happy Easter, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a book review here, and the book that we're reviewing today is How to Do Psychic Readings Through Touch. How to, ladies and gentlemen, sense health imbalances. How to find lost objects and people, and to just simply do readings for others here. Okay. Now, with this book, it was published by Welling Publications. Okay. The author, as you see here, is Ted Andrews. The book is about 256 pages, ladies and gentlemen, with a bibliography in the back for those of you who wish to gain a bit more insight into this practice here of psychometry. Okay. The contents of this book includes 9 chapters, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start off with chapter 1 here. Okay. In chapter 1, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Andrews discusses seeing through touch. And he discusses not only the 5 clairs, to include but not limited to clairsentience and psychometry. He also says that there are actually 7 senses, ladies and gentlemen, than the 5 that we are customarily aware of at this point here. Okay, we have sight, sound, touch, taste, smell, common sense, and intuitive sense, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and I find that to be very plausible here, okay, because I do feel that we use more than 7 senses. He also goes on to talk about the various clairs, ladies and gentlemen. As I mentioned to you, there are 5, and he provides exercises to engage readers not only with his contents, but he helps them with these exercises how to uh, ascertain whether you are clairsentient here, okay, or clairsentient. Okay, in chapter 2, ladies and gentlemen, he talks about how psychometry works. He calls it soul measuring, ladies and gentlemen, the ability to read part or all of an object's history. Okay? And what you will find, ladies and gentlemen, in my mediumship readings, I do tend to use psychometry a lot here because I usually can sense a person's past by touching them or just touching whatever, touching a card or something in order to channel their energies and through the card so that I can understand what they're trying to share with me. And recognize, ladies and gentlemen, that psychometry usually deals with the past, okay? But at times, okay, it could also represent present states here. Mr. Andrews also talks about the 3 kinds of psychometry here. He talks about object, location, and person. And he also provides 2 theories, okay? The first theory he talks about is the aura theory. And the second, ladies and gentlemen, he talks about the hologram theory, all right? And what he means when he talks about the aura theory, what he he talks about more so that all matter has an energy field surrounding it, okay? And with the hologram theory, he talks about new paradigms and studies in brain function and, ladies and gentlemen, how they relate to transcendent experiences. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like this discussion, please remember to give this discussion a big thumbs up. Share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button, okay? I did forget to say how much this cost. This book is $5.99 in the U.S. It was very cheap because, of course, at the time when I purchased it, I didn't have any money. Okay, so I looked for cheaper books here. So this certainly is a book that you guys can afford. I'm sure that this book has probably gone through a new edition. It came out in 2004 here. Okay, and if you were to purchase this in Canada, this book is $9, ladies and gentlemen, and 50 cents. So let's continue on with our discussion. We're going to go on and just discuss chapter 3 here. And that chapter, ladies and gentlemen, he talks about the basics of psychic touch here. Okay, and what you find, ladies and gentlemen, that psychometry is a very, very easy skill or talent or whatever that you can develop here. And there are four common forms. Okay, we have physical, emotional, impression, auditory, and we have imagery. Okay, and spirit. I mean, not spirit, but Mr. Andrews also gives you guidelines for performing psychometry, and also he provides in this chapter sample readings so that you can gain more insight here. Okay, and chapter 4, he talks about enhancing your sense of touch and provides very good aids, ladies and gentlemen, to psychic touch and how to activate, your hand chakra. Okay. In chapter 5, ladies and gentlemen, he uh, talks about furthering your development here and increasing, ladies and gentlemen, your sensitivity to hands and provides very good practical exercises, ladies and gentlemen. I feel that this book was it's small. It's a beginner's type, subcometry type book, and I think it would work well for many of you who are interested in developing that latent ability that you have within you, okay? Or dormant ability, which you need to bring it out, ladies and gentlemen. In chapter 6, ladies and gentlemen, he talks about the power of empathy, and that's very important in doing these readings. And understand, ladies and gentlemen, that empathy is in fact considered the most ancient of the healing arts here. And in order to be a good reader, you have to be able to empathize. Okay? And this chapter, he shows you or talks about how empathy actually occurs and provides, once again, very, very good exercises, for to kind of help you further develop the skill here. All right? In chapter 7, ladies and gentlemen, he talks about various techniques that you might use when you're doing psychometric reading. Okay? And provides hints, helpful hints, ladies and gentlemen, for receiving a psychic reading of your own should you wish to have someone else do your reading. And basic counseling and guidelines and exercises to include, ladies and gentlemen, but not limited to, how to locate lost objects. That's a very, very fun thing to do. Okay. In chapter 8, ladies and gentlemen, he speaks of the precautions and protection, or speaks about precautions and protections here. And he wants his readers to recognize that maintaining balance in your development is key. He also provides exercises so that it can certainly help you in your development. And last, ladies and gentlemen, in chapter 9, he talks about personal empowerment. And he says that it certainly requires control of our senses, and he talks about the beneficial effects. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the review here. I think that this, once again, would be a very, very um, great addition to your collection here. Once again, if this discussion appealed to you, if you will, please give it a big thumbs up, share with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button, okay? And should any of you wishes to have a more personalized reading, you can certainly access my website to schedule or to purchase there, okay? Later on today, ladies and gentlemen, I will be posting those um, women suffrage readings, okay? Although we are in our last day in this period, but I'm going to be posting a few. And we're going to start off, ladies and gentlemen, with I wanted to start off with Harriet Beecher Stowe, but we're going to start off with Abigail Adams because she is really the first one that this is where it all stemmed from which it all stemmed, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So, thanks a lot for your time and viewing. I look forward to hearing your comments and run out and get this book. Okay? Thanks a lot.